Oh, are we updating? Oh, no, we're jumping right in. Today only price for our Guard Your ID. Now, 350 of these in our show have already been ordered. And this is a set that has comprised of 3 components. They all have hieroglyphics inside. Okay. I'm gonna get a little drink of water because I'm dry. All right, so when I say hieroglyphics, this is what I mean. When you roll these, this is what it creates. It encrypts whatever's underneath it. One of our rollers works on shiny, glossy, and matte paper. The other 2 work just on matte paper. Right. Diana Seastead is in our studio tonight.
Yes.
It is great to have you back. How many years with Guard Your ID now?
Oh, 12 years.
12 years on the air with this product.
Yep.
I think you and I worked together every one of those 12 years.
Yep.
So this is exciting. I use this in my own home. My mother, who calls me the hardest person in the world to buy for at Christmas time, bought these last Christmas for me.
Oh, good for
She
her.
said, I heard you say you use these on TV. So I hope you were telling the truth. I said, yes, ma'am, I was. You raised me not to tell a fib.
Yeah.
And I use them in my home every day.
Yeah,
I get loads of junk mail. But there's so many other ways that people can access our information. It's important to make sure it's all protected. Show us how.
Sure. So I'm going to talk you through the 3 pieces here. So this is the wide roller. This is the one that you can use on your matte and glossy paper. And you just twist the cap off. It's a self-inking roller. And the swipe, you can just do little blocks of information, or you could do.
We're going to come in tight so we can see what you're doing here, and we'll
do
eavesdrop on you over top.
Over here.
There it is.
So that one, but you can use this one on magazines or glossy labels and things. We also have what we call our camouflage tape. You're getting about 177 inches of the camouflage tape in there. It works kind of like a corrector tape, but it has those hieroglyphics, as you call them. So maybe I need to give this document to somebody and I just don't want them to have my account number. So you can do a very small area with the camouflage tape.
And that dries almost immediately.
Yeah, it's not wet. It's like a
It's a tape.
Yes.
It's a tape.
Yep, and you cannot, I'm using my nail, you cannot scratch that off.
How much of that do we have inside?
177 inches.
177 inches.
Yeah.
How many swipes do I have with the wide one?
So you have 800 with the extra wide and 1,000 with the wide. So
I have this wide one at home.
Yes.
Now here's one thing that Diana and I have always told you. Don't do this when you get it at home.
Right.
Because all you're doing is wasting ink.
Right.
I mean, one swipe is going to make it unreadable, both this way and, sorry about that.
That's all right.
And on the back.
Correct.
You can't read through it. And that's what makes this so perfect. Now, Diana, let's talk about colors, and over 500 of these are gone. I will tell you, if you get junk mail in the mail, I get mine all the time.
Every day.
And how about when the credit card company sends those checks that say, pay off bills with your credit card.
Exactly, I get
what they don't tell you is it's the highest interest rate of anything. And heaven forbid you don't pay it off.
Right.
So this is I believe the
turquoise.
The turquoise, yep, most popular. Then I have it in navy. And that's a very dark navy. This one is purple. And then finally I have the green for you. Now this price will go away at end of day today or when this sells out, whichever comes first.
Yes.
650 of these are already gone in the show, and I will tell you, something like this is the game changer you're after. Prescription bottles, medical forms, school permission slips with your signature. Now I would imagine most of that's done electronically these days, but back in my day, I remember teacher used to pin a permission slip to my jacket, so I'd get it home, right? So my mom would get it. But you know, I don't want America to know that I take acid reflux pills. I go to the drugstore once a month and pick up, or once every 90 days, whatever it is, and pick up my order of, but try getting these labels off. It's like hammer and chisel time.
Oh yeah, you can't get the labels off, and also you want to recycle this, and you don't want people to know the medicine that you're taking and stuff, and you can't throw that into a shredder. These make a great companion to a shredder, but there's so many things, the bubble mailers, the plastic packaging that we get our clothing in, you know, maybe it's magazines
tracking numbers on the bottom of your postal or your packages. If someone enters that tracking number into a website,
Right.
Many times your name and address pops up.
Right.
Sometimes the contents of the package pop
right,
up.
or how it was paid for, that sort of thing. So all of this is precious information. I mean, of course, things like tax forms, and how about checks now? We can take our smartphone, take a picture of the check. No longer do we have to go to the bank with the check. But then what do you do with the check? It used to be the bank took care of it. So now you can take care of.
Yeah, the bank used to take pictures of it on microfiche, and then they would
Mm-hmm.
destroy the original check, right? And then you could have a microfiche. A lot of them don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So this is what makes this so important and so perfect.
Yeah.
Only order this year. 1,200 ordered in this show. We have how many folks on the phone lines, Tony? 600 people waiting to place an order. QVC.com and mobile apps are the best way to get through right now. This price of $22.76 only good until end of day or until this sells out, whichever comes first. I have 4 color choices for you. So let's talk to you about the color choices. This is the turquoise, most popular with fewer than 900 remaining for the rest of this year.
Oh, wow.
Right? This is the navy. I also have it in purple, certainly. 1,200 left in that purple. And then up top, I have it in the green. 1,400 left in the green. I can tell you from personal experience, this works beautifully. If you order one thing through the mail, you get 18 catalogs the next month.
True.
Because they all sell your information to other direct mailers, and then suddenly you get all this stuff in the mail that you never even heard of, right?
Yep.
There's some crazy catalog that comes to my house that I've never heard of. So this is really fantastic because now you're able to block all that information out.
Right.
Don't just block your name and address, but there are usually little ID numbers on those catalogs.
Yeah, right, and like even medical information. I mean, we get so much stuff by paper, whether it's prescription information, it's your bank account statements, credit card statements, all of that has precious information. And I really love these for like the younger people in our lives, maybe recent college graduates or kids in college, or even once a child gets their first job, they're getting pay stubs. I think I told you before, my son turned 16. I found his pay stubs with his social security number and income stuff in his trash can. You know, he was just throwing them away, but no, I hadn't told him. You can't throw that away, and how people can steal identity by finding that information.
Kids don't really understand that.
Right.
I mean, they're in their first job, and he's off at school, and probably getting phone
credit
calls
card
and credit card applications, and they prey on people who are inexperienced with this.
Yes, they do.
And so I think there is a special place down under for people who prey on kids and old folks, right?
True.
So this is what it's all about. Don't let any of this information fall into the wrong hands, because once this has been encrypted or covered up or protected, whatever word you want to use, it's safe. And now I feel good about throwing it away. I love it when they send those mailers to you about savings accounts.
Right.
And your name and address is on there, and some kind of QR code that's somehow linked to you and your address. I block all that business out before I throw it out.
I mean, don't make it easy for the criminals. If you're taking things like your, this is some medical information, and going like this, oh, nobody will see that, and throwing it in the trash. I've got my bills, my statements.
And then I'm going to dump, leftover applesauce on top. You'd be amazed at how many people are wiping that stuff off just to try to get your personal information.
Exactly. So it's about peace of mind, making it not easy for somebody to find your information. They have a name for people, dumpster divers. They go through trash and recycle. And if you live in a condo, apartment building, a dorm, where does your trash go? It all goes in one common place. Who knows what they're doing down there if somebody goes in there and decides to find a treasure.
And they do it in the middle of the night. And by the time someone has stolen your identity and you figure it out, they're in the wind.
Late. Yeah.
They're gone.
And you have to repair that
damage. And it's your
damage.
job to repair it, and you get to pay for it, and you get to fix it.
Right.
Now, I need to let you know that this is our final or only order of the year. 2,500 ordered in this show. 4,000 today, 2,500 of those came in this show. If you want the turquoise, which has been most popular tonight, I have 600 left, and then that's all I have left for the rest of the year.
Oh, wow.
Now, if you want this in the navy blue, 1,800 remain. If you want purple, 800 left in the purple, and then this beautiful green, 1,100. You want to split these up and make them 3 separate stocking stuffers? Go right ahead.
Absolutely.
They're going to be perfect for that. So address labels, medical records, prescription labels, receipts, any checks, anything
Yep,
that are going to have that information. You want to make sure that you make it just as, because what I want the dumpster driver to do is have a banana peel on their head, and then they go dig into my trash bag only to find everything has been Garger ID'd.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Completely
Move on.
protected.
Move on.
Peel the banana peel off your head and hit the road, Jack.
Yep. See ya.
All right, so this is what it's all about. Diana, you're going to be back with our final look at today's special value in this show. Look forward to having you back. All right, my friend. All right, we're moving right into a great product called Bright Ease. And this is, I believe, a today only price as well. And this